Gracias, Raúl. Buenas tardes a todos. Tengan ustedes. It's a real pleasure to be here. First and foremost, I want to thank the Pueblo Hall of Fame Selection Committee. I mean, what an honor for a proud son of Tucson, for a proud Pueblo warrior like myself, to be honored by all of you. There are so many people in this room that I am just so in awe of. People on the billet that are being honored today. People that I looked up to as a student, that I looked towards their example. And to be honored with them is an honor far beyond anything that I could put into words. Before I say anything else, I also want to honor my very first teachers, which were my parents, Simon Carranza, Dolores Carranza, que en paz descanse. My dad was a sheet metal worker here in Tucson, did all his life in Tucson, Arizona. My mother was a hairdresser here in Tucson, Arizona. And although they didn't have the formal education that they imparted on their sons, my brother Ruben and I, they always said that you're going to go to school and that you're going to go to college. School meant you're going to college. They didn't know what that meant. We didn't know what that meant until we got to Pueblo High School. And I will tell you that I've been very blessed in my career thus far to be able to have traveled from every corner of the United States, from New York to Washington, D.C., to I've been in Beijing, China, looking at classrooms, looking at instruction, looking at best practices. And I have seen some phenomenal instruction in my 26 years as a teacher, as an educator. But I have seen no finer instruction than the instruction I saw with my colleagues as a teacher at Pueblo High School or as the principal at Pueblo High School. There was no finer instruction. So if my family still lives in Tucson, my kids will get Pueblo High School. Because I know what Pueblo High School did for us and what they do for so many of our students. And when I think of people like Barry O'Rourke, I think of Wayne Connery, and the person who actually gave me my first break, hired me as a teacher. You know, this mocoso, freshly graduated from the university. It's afternoon, right? So we can use a little more colorful language. Who gave me my first shot as a teacher, Vic Costello, hired me as a social studies. And the administrator who gave me my first shot at becoming an administrator, Lorraine Richardson, who's here today as well. All of the incredible people that I've had in my lives, I just want to say thank you, because regardless of where I go, regardless of what title they say you have, I'm really, when they hired me as a teacher, I was really a mariachi that happened to be a teacher. And you may chuckle, but when we started Mariachi Aztlan, we're not for very, very forward, enlightened thinkers like Vicky Costello, like Mary Jane Cook, like Eduardo Nunez. And then continuing with Lorraine Richardson, where people said you cannot teach that music that they play in bars to drunks. You cannot teach it in our schools. And you see, we didn't want to do it as an after-school program. We wanted to do it in the school program because we wanted to give fine arts credit to our kids in our schools. Because they're already being told, and listen to the rhetoric that's happening where people say, build a wall. ¿Y qué? The border never crossed us. We didn't cross the border crossed us. So to tell kids that they cannot enjoy their music, the music of their antepasados, their cultura, that they can't sing las mañanitas and learn to play las mañanitas within the curricular day and get fine arts credit that will allow them to go to a university was criminal. And thank God for administrators and other colleagues that said, yep, we're going to teach it in the school day and we're going to give credit. And a testament to that, and I want to say thank you to her, is Suzette Marquez Leonardo. Because Suzette was a member of Mariachi Aztlan de Pueblo High School and got her bachelor's degree and was a finalist in La Academia and is finishing her third year at the College of Law here at the University of Arizona. And when you look at the trajectory of all those students that have passed through that music school and have learned to play Las Mañanitas and Son de la Negra, you're going to find businessmen and women, you're going to find educators, you're going to find lawyers. We've got one doctor. You're going to find kids that use it as a vehicle to do things for their community. That's what Pueblo High School is all about. That's what I'm so proud of, being a graduate of Pueblo High School. I'm sorry, you give a superintendent a microphone. I'm sorry. Sorry, I went over my time. Before I get too much more political and they run me out of Arizona, I just want to say thank you for this incredible honor. I am incredibly proud to be a Pueblo warrior. Everywhere I go, I lead Columbia blue and navy blue, and I want to thank everybody that's being honored with me. I'm honored to be with you. Que Dios les bendiga.